this episode, we're going to look at one of the Rails UJS functions for confirm. And if you've ever created a scaffold, you would notice that when you click on the destroy link, that there is a message that pops up, are you sure, in order to delete that record, and you're presented with a cancel or an OK option. And this kind of functionality works, however, it definitely doesn't have the same kind of look and feel as the rest of your application. And if we look at the index view for our users table, we can see the link to destroy. We're passing in the user with the method delete, and then we have a data confirm, are you sure? So passing in the data attribute, data-confirm, you can then pass in a message, and that's going to create the JavaScript alert. And this isn't limited to just deleting a record. We could also create a data confirm, and you can pass it in like we see below, or you could do a data-confirm, and then we can pass in a message. So I definitely prefer passing it in as a hash, but just know when you pass it in like that, and we go to look at the HTML, you can see that they both come out the exact same way. So if we test it out to edit the record, you can see that you're trying to edit a record, or if we click the destroy, it's going to do the same thing. And if we click OK, then it's going to continue on with that action. And so for the update user button, that's found in the form partial. We could do something similar here, where we have a data, and then confirm, and then we can put a message. We come back and refresh and try to update. We get the saving record, and if we cancel, no action will be taken. If we hit OK, then it'll update that record. So Rails UJS is really powerful and it's very unobtrusive. However, the styling of the JavaScript alerts not matching the style of our application could be really bothersome, especially if you have a lot of different kind of alerts throughout the application. So in this episode, we're going to look at adding SweetAlert 2 into our Rails application. And it has no dependency, so we're not going to have to add in jQuery or anything else in order to get this working. And so the normal alert will look like the normal JavaScript alert. However, with a SweetAlert, we get a much nicer look and feel. And a lot of this can be configured to the style of your application. And one nice thing about their documentation is that they give you basically like a kitchen sink of different kind of options that you're able to use. And there's a lot of different kind of documentation for getting SweetAlert 2 to work with your Rails application. However, I found a lot of them to either be undependable, or they're using jQuery in their examples, or some of them are not using Webpacker, or some of them may have worked in the past, but they just don't work anymore. And so this example that I found, it looked like it had some promise, but the issue I had with it is that this data confirm is all throughout our application already, and they're wanting you to change it to a data confirm swal, which is just short for SweetAlert. And I really didn't like that because now you're going through your entire application and changing these. Even if you could do a find and replace, there could be some that you missed, and it seems like a pretty harsh workaround. So in this episode, I want to show you my approach on how I would add in the SweetAlert 2 into a modern Rails application. And in this example, I'm going to be using Rails 6 with Webpacker, but you can date this back to Rails 5.1 or later. To watch this full episode and more videos, visit driftingruby.com and subscribe to the Pro membership.